Have it in mind that God, first of all, judge your motive before he judge what you do. What is motive? Motive is a reason or a causes that drive someone to act in a particular way. Motive is the reason why people act in a particular way. For instance, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe in me should not perish but have everlasting life. That giving of God, the motive behind the giving is so that whoever believe in his son should not perish but have everlasting life. So you see that every actions of men, the way people act, their action, there is a motive behind it. So God will first of all judge your motive before God judges what you have done. So you may be praying, you may be fasting, you may be doing good, you may be doing so many things that people are saying they are praising you, but God is looking at your motive. And based on your motive, what you are doing may be right, but your motive can make it bad. Let us assume, for instance, you can come give help to people in need of help. And the motive behind that help now that you give to people is for people to notice you. You see, as good as giving is, the motive behind that action so that people will notice you now, that alone, your giving has been corrupt. So first of all, God judges your motive. He judges your motive. What is the reason why you act in a certain way? You see people giving money out. You see people doing so many things. And the reason why they are doing these things is for them to be noticed. And when you begin to do things so that people will notice you, they will eventually notice you. And God does not reward that kind of motive because you are not doing it for God. You are doing it for you to be noticed. So as important as what you are doing is, always try to have a good motive. That is, if I should advise your giving, if you want to give in the name of God, give for the sake of God, not for you to be noticed. You can give for the sake of God, not for you to be noticed. Don't do it eye service. Don't pray for people to know. Don't fast for people to know. So you see people coming out, they get to post that I've done so many fasting and prayer, pray so in so hour. Those things. Eh, I'm not against coming to public and begin to tell how many hours you have fasted. But what I'm saying here is that if the reason why you are fasting is so that you can boast to others that you fast, if the reason why you are praying is so that you are doing it for people to know so that they will respect you. You are a Pharisee. And with that motive, God does not reward. Remember, the Bible began to say, Jesus was teaching us, he said, two people went to pray. One was a Pharisee, one was a tax collector. And the Pharisee, he was doing eye service there. Notice me. He was praying, he said, Lord, I fast this, I do this, I do that. I am not like this tax collector. You see the motive behind his prayer. He already accepts self-righteousness there, knowing fully well that without God we are not complete. But him is proud of his fasting and his this and that as he is righteous in himself. But meanwhile, the tax collector, with a motive that he is no longer worthy, he was ashamed to look up and he said, Lord, have mercy on me. Jesus said, the tax collector went home with answered prayer, justified rather than that of the Pharisee. So you see, motive is important. Don't just think that your actions is important. Your actions, what you do is good, but your motive also ensure that your motive is good, because when what you do is good and your motive is bad, automatically it is corrupted. When Samuel went to anoint David now in the house of Jesse, he first of all saw Eliab. He thought that Eliab is the person God has called, but God said, I've rejected Eli. He said, because he said, I do not look at the outward appearance, I look at the heart. And the Bible says, I have found David, my servant, a man after my heart. So God look at your motive. The reason why you're acting in the way you are acting, you give to people because you want to control them. You give to people because you want to make them. See, don't give for selfish ambition. Give because you love God. Give not to be noticed. Give to help. Give to please God. Let everything you do be to glorify the name of God. Take away eye service. And I believe when you have correct your motive in giving, yes, you can see how God will reward you.